Looks great, Frankie. All right, we're at number 6 now. We're wrapping the gifts. This is also one of my favorite things. Okay, so wrapping the gifts is fun. You've done all your shopping. You can sit back, pour a glass of wine, and just have some fun. But there is some technique.
There is some technique. And you know, when it comes to gift wrapping, it's kind of like cooking in a sense. Like, just get all the stuff you need all at once. It's like prep.
Right.
You know, make sure you have the right tools, make sure you have the things that you need, and then sit down and do all your wrapping. It's less stressful that way and less cumbersome, and you can, like you said, enjoy it. Put on the music, glass of wine, cup of tea, hot chocolate, whatever your deal is, and then wrap away. So the things that you need when it comes to your wrapping is obviously you need your paper.
Yep.
And then a sharp pair of scissors, okay, non-negotiable. You have to have a sharp pair of scissors because when they're dull, they go crooked, they do the jagged edges. This will make your life easier. I'm gonna give you a tip. If your scissors are getting a little dull, but they're still, you know, in good shape, but they're getting dull, rip off a few pieces of tin foil, stack them up and cut through the scissors, and it'll sharpen your blade of your scissors a little bit. Yeah, just a little bit. I mean, listen, if they're all rusty, 100 years old, they're not bringing them back from death, okay? They have to be reasonable, but that gives you an idea to get them nice and sharp.
That's a good tip.
And then we have your tape options, and yes, I said tape options. If you're going to do, only I would do that, right? No, a lot of people do. I saw this tape holder, actually, Tracy, and I thought of you.
That's
Is that
perfect.
beyond fabulous?
Somebody has that in the City Line area.
Oh, really? I love
it.
it. So cute.
It's perfect.
So there's a bunch of different tapes, and really quickly we've got, you know, the Scotch tapes we have are transparent tape. It's a little bit shiny, so if you've got a very shiny paper, it'll disappear, which is nice. We've got the Scotch Magic tape, which is a little bit matte, but here's what's good about it. It's repositionable. So you can put it down. If you make a mistake, you can peel it off and put it back again. So
that's great.
It's good for those that aren't confident wrappers. We've got double-sided tape. You have to have that when you're doing a good wrap job. I'll show you why.
Okay.
And then last, they've got the gift wrap tape. And that was fairly new to me, but I was losing my mind when I love that. I love it. Disappears on everything.
Now,
There's
what
specialty.
are these?
I know.
These are special.
There are specialty tapes out there. These are called Expressions tape, also by Scotch. And you can use these really to express yourself. I like it. It's called Expressions, right? So you can use them instead of ribbon across the paper if you'd like. There's ones that look like a masking tape.
Those are cool.
They're all patterned. Yeah, they're really pretty, right?
It becomes part of the gift wrap.
It does. Yeah, it really does.
Now back to our box.
Okay.
Because obviously you're a bit of a perfectionist
when
it comes to the register.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So we're going to learn how to do our corners.
I'm particular. It's
You're
a little bit less
particular.
uptight. Yeah. Okay. So when it comes to so I've mostly wrapped this box, but the way I like to do the ends is the traditional way is to bring it down in the front, sides, and then up.
Right.
That's fine, but I like to do sides in first.
I've done that way too.
You have done this way?
Yeah,
I really like
do
it
both ways, depending on how much paper I'm dealing with.
Yeah, it's true. This is more forgiving if you have too much or too little paper. So you want the really tight, good folds. It goes the bottom down, the top down, and you're going to fold in the bottom just a little bit. And we're going to grab our two-sided tape. So you have...
So you never see the text. I don't do that.
No cut edges, no cut edges.
I don't do that.
And then it's nice and flat, right? Okay.
I love it.
I never do that.
You can.
Okay, so now we're going to decorate it. So have fun outside of ribbons and bows. Do you see this? I made like this into a little Santa's belt buckle.
That's cute.
It was so easy to do, so I'm going to show you how to do it. So I got this construction paper that's covered in glitter. I just literally got it at the dollar store.
Okay.
And it's paper glitter. And we're going to take our scissors and I cut out the belt buckle. And you start with this because this is kind of the, I don't want to say harder part, but it's the part where you have less flexibility. So you make the belt buckle as much as you want. I say don't over measure. Do it all freehand.
Okay.
Yeah, nice and rough because it shows it's homemade. Everything nowadays is mass produced and, you know, too perfect. Make this your perfect. So this shows that it's homemade.
Right.
Okay, so we've got our belt buckle. Then we're going to go back to our double-sided tape. And on the box, we're going to put the tape. Yeah, I was going to say, I want to make sure the camera can see it. Straight across.
Because we're going to make the buckle now.
Yep, you put the belt.
I mean.
So you're going to do a bunch of double-sided tape. And then I'm just going to do one more to make sure you guys have the idea. You put them in a line, and then we go to our friend glitter.
And so that's what you did.
Yeah, because it's double-sided tape, all you have to do is
sprinkle
it on top of the tape. Because it's sticky on the top. It'll stick to it like it's a ribbon. It gives you perfect flat lines. And you do it on a cookie sheet.
Yeah.
So it doesn't go all over your kitchen. And you can tap it back into the jar so you don't waste. And then we just fasten the belt buckle. We're using our imagination onto it. And then you've got your little Santa belt. And it winds up looking like this.
That's lovely.
Really
and you know what? I like getting rid of the bows too sometimes because the bows make it hard to stack gifts when you're taking them somewhere.
Absolutely, yeah. And the kids could get involved with this too. It's a good kids one.
Cool. I like
have some
that.
fun.